No, it's still going. Oh, there we go. Now it's just me. I have no idea where I'm at, but this is Cassidy, and he's. What am I doing to this Sombra? Yeah, no. So I think Cassidy's at number five because he's very strong. Oh, look at spit. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, no. I actually played two games as Cassidy because I was getting destroyed every effing game. It was like it was so bad. We got steamrolled, and I honestly got steamrolled a lot today because like obviously I'm just playing the characters and not in the most ideal situations. I'm playing them every time. So like the tank is so obvious that I'm not playing the like best tank in that situation. But and it's the same with DPS. Like they're good. I do now after like recording it. I'm like, oh well, we might have to drop an updated list because like when I made the idea, I already this was supposed to be put out as soon as the perks came out, but I didn't. So here we are. But I still think it rings true. I think a very good version of any of these are like pretty great, honestly. Obviously, like if it's not glaringly there, I'm not very good at a lot of the people. Wait for the Hanzo game. The Hanzo game is actually that was like a Michael Jordan game. It was crazy. I took it personal, right? Where this I I I do okay, right? Mc- uh, Cassidy, right? I always I'm gonna be honest, the McCree Cassidy thing, it's really tough for me to remember. Um, but no, if you're good at him, he's super solid at this patch. Um, I think he just rounds out everybody else, like, and just is a very good, like, overall, overall good. I don't think he really struggles too much at anything, except for like long range, which is like obvious. But like he's like probably one of the better duelists. Like just going against one other character, he has a lot of damage. The damage reduction on his see like right there. There's the shots I'm missing. This is what we're talking about. Um his survivability is really good. Look at this, look at this. Nobody. Dude, what is this guy doing? So, but yeah, no, he has really good survivability. His flashbang very oppressive, and it's hard for teams to deal with. Like if he catches a support out and he flashbangs him, he flashbangs him from behind. Oh, oh, oh. See, I tried to do the roll at the time it exploded, and I fucking did not get it off, and I got hit by it. So, cause like sometimes I try to get it way too close. So there's that. But he is a solid pick, and I think he's just overall a solid fifth. Um, it gets more controversial when I get to one and two, but it's because of not so much like. Don't get me wrong. I feel like this is probably the most balanced Overwatch has been. Like, and like I've had some thoughts on this, and like there's certain people that it's just one of their perks is a little overtuned as of right now, and it is kind of bumping them up. But I feel like after they get toned down a little bit and patched, because there's some like for example Bastion self heal, he could easily be on this list just on that alone because it's so hard to kill him, and I think that's like a big deal with him right now is that self heal is just really strong, and then once that gets changed around, he'll be back to where he normally is. But yeah, it's like everybody is at a very good spot in their respective ways. You know, like I genuinely don't feel like there's anybody that's too terrible. Now, some people you might be saying, well, what about this character or that character? I'm not good with them, and I just don't see like I'm probably about platinum in every rank. I'm almost a diamond tank, almost. DPS, I'm probably like bro, don't look at me missing the shots on that Juno. I'm not great with Cassidy, okay? But like some of them, if I'm not seeing them being played that much, and when I am seeing them, it's like okay or not really that great, then that's one thing. But like everybody in here that that I'm putting in, I've seen multiple times, and every time I've seen them, they're like head of the leaderboard, you know. And Cassidy's one of them. Every time I've seen him in a game, he's in charge of it, you know. Now for like there's certain people that you might be saying like, oh, why is Ash not up there? Ash is probably like 6 or 7. You know, it's Ash's problem is just she's great, but like I think she can struggle sometimes up close. And that's really it. I mean, I think they're like everybody's kind of viable as of right now, which is kind of strange because usually you're like, oh, I'm not playing Torbjorn or whatever. I mean, I think certain ones, unless they're played correctly, are way down lower, like Sim or who else would be down there? Like Widowmaker, for example, right? If it's a good Widowmaker, it's crazy. But if they're average or below, it's like whatever. You know what I mean? Like you're not really gonna be like, oh, Widowmaker's really the problem. So that's all I really have about or Cassidy. I hate that they changed it because it's so hard. I want to say McCree so bad, but it's Cassidy, and I'm trying. And that diva bullied the crap out of me all game, just to let you know. And I'm gonna cut it off here because I don't think anything else happens that's really that crazy. Number 4, Soldier 76. If it isn't obvious from the screen right now. Um, yeah. So wait, here's the rattle drum. Look at that. Look at it. So cinematic. So cinematic, yo. you know. But no, Soldier is he's a lot like Cassidy, but I feel like he's just a little more rounded, you know? Like Cassidy's like an oval and Soldier's like a full circle, right? Because he can heal. He has the Helix rockets that are like a big burst, and he does some good damage. The only thing I hate about ignore the Helix rocket miss. Um, the only thing I really look I didn't mean to do the rattle drum. The one thing I really don't like is when people get away with like that 5 health, and you know what I'm talking about. Also, Reaper's coming up. He's been played a lot actually, dude. Sometimes it's the lock on because I'm on Xbox. It's like I'll like misclick and stuff. Like it'll lock me. Like look at that. Where am I going, bro? And I knew that was happening, but I couldn't stop it. Um, but no, I'll probably have an updated list by next week of like maybe who's a little stronger now or who's really starting to level out because I'm kind of waiting on the next patch notes because it's going to change a lot of the rankings on stuff. Like I see a lot of like I don't really see like I don't see a lot of people playing Cassidy or Soldier, but like a good enough amount where I would put them here. And like it's like mainly like there's certain ones where you're like, okay, I see why they're in every game. Like Ash, because I do see a lot of Ashes, and then I see a lot of um, who's the other one I see? Not Sojourn. I think I've seen like maybe two Sojourns, and I've played like a good amount because this is like the only game I'm playing right now. Other than the Borderlands and Ninja Gaiden, but like that's besides the point. And Evil Within, right? Other than those 3 games, this is all I'm really playing. And I think some of them, some characters just aren't getting played as much. Actually, I've seen a ton of Torbjorn, which is really surprising because I'm like, Torbjorn, why are we playing Torbjorn so much? And it's just one of those things where I'm like, he's pretty strong, but I feel like it's just the perks are strong. You know what I mean? It's not he's strong. It's just like, well, he is like strong or whatever. And I've had some good games on him, but I don't think he's top 10. I would say, but I don't think he's like as high as people are playing. Like the amount of times that people playing him. Also, I'll say this: damage is so much more reliant on your team because you have to have good supports and good, like that's how it is with everybody, right? But This fucking Reaper was making me so irritated. Oh my goodness. But no, like, in I know every DPS complaining about a different position. It could never be their fault. But in all honesty, a lot of it was the fucking like. I've had so many tank dips recently. Look at this shit. I went too far to the right, and then I instantly died. Like, it's just kind of crazy. So we're gonna be done with this one because there's nothing really too much to say about Soldier. He's hit scan. He does damage with the rockets. He heals. He has a mobility move. He has aimbot. What else do you want me to say? Number three, Hanzo. Yeah. Whoa. We did not expect this to come up. A Hanzo at three? That's crazy work, bro. What are you doing? Now, I won't put the whole clip in here, but actually this game gets intense later on. But no, I think Hanzo's really strong with you know, his scatter arrow coming back, and it's amazing if I'm being honest. Hanzo's secretly coming up like to be one of my like favorite DPS to play. His ult is good. I gotta be better with it. Yeah, see the Reaper's doing that stuff is like seriously getting under my skin recently. But no, I this game was actually a crazy win. Yeah, ignore like the start. I was really slow, and then I started coming back. Yeah, crazy amounts of damage this game. I think I did actually really well. Um, Actually, I might try and skip ahead in this video a little bit. Yeah, we'll skip ahead and we'll just let it play from there. But no, Hanzo's got great damage. He in my opinion, when he's played well, he's like impossible for people to deal with. Because he has the mobility and he just has tons of damage. It's just like yes, everybody has damage. Oh, Junkrat has damage. Oh, this is, but his is like that single target he can just melt really crazily, like crazy. Yeah, another bad ult from me, but who cares? Yeah, headshot that Moira. See, I cannot stand. I hate the fucking mercy res. The mercy res is one of the most annoying things. I liked it when it was this full team res because you know it was coming. You could prepare for it. Whereas now it's like she has it every like what is it, like 17 seconds or whatever, but it's just like, dude, like sometimes you just want one good pick, and I know that's obviously what she's for is to stop the picks. Like, oh, you thought you were gonna pick now it don't matter, because she'll just stop it or whatever. I think I totally get outplayed here actually, and you're if wait no, I'm moving the audio, so you're gonna see, you saw me get outplayed really bad. Oh wait, yeah, no, 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 no. Wait, actually, no, never mind. My bad, my bad. Like, see, look at all that damage I just did. Now, obviously, my team's all focusing him, but that's part of it. What else is there to really say about him? I mean, there's not too much to really say about him. He's him, and like, if you have a good game on him, it's very clear you had a good game on him, and like, even there, he's blocking, and it doesn't really matter. Um, I think Hanzo's in a really good spot. I think there's some DPS that they just feel kind of lackluster. Now Sombra's also in the top 10, so there's that. Who else is there that's not? I haven't seen. in all honesty, I've seen maybe one tracer this entire time. Dude, ignore that. Because tracer. That's the other thing is that like, yeah, it's kind of the same thing with. Yeah, look at that save. Um, it's kind of the same thing with what's it called? Oh, what is it? What is that name of it? What is the name? What the fuck am I thinking of? Oh, Junkrat, where they don't have time to heal him because you do so much damage. You know what I mean? Like if someone's gets hit by like Moira Orb or something, right? And then I come in and hit a headshot, they're just dead. There's no healing that, so it's really nice for that reason. I also like that you can like wall off people from objectives and other stuff like that. Um, he's got a lot of utility in that, and it's just like he has a lot of like kill pressure at all times. It's kind of like Bastion when he has turret up. It's this huge kill pressure that you like once he uses it, but like once Bastion's out of that, he's not really a threat. Like he still has some good damage, don't get me wrong, but he's not as like deadly as like Storm Arrow with Scatter now. It's like when Hanzo hits a full scatter on someone, I think uh, if he hits if he hits a full scatter with the multi shot, it'll like full health kill someone. So it's like one of those things where you're like, you really want to dodge this if we're being honest. So, all right, that's all I really have to say about him. Number two, Echo, kind of a surprise. Also, I do have gold for her, but that's when I played her a lot. And now I don't really play her that much. So, Echo, it's that, you know, watch this shit. Yeah, get out of here. Like, I'm tired of people getting away at one health. It's really frustrating. But Echo is because the flying is so strong. Like, okay, the flying is really strong in the game right now. And it's, you know, in fucking probably like maybe diamond masters and below, it's hard for some people to hit these people, especially with how fast her flying is. Because like if you look, I'm already almost to the point, and if it was open I probably could fly right to the point from spawn, which is kind of crazy. But she has good damage, she has a lot of kill threat. She um she has like a shotgun type thing. She has a like a basically insta kill if they're below half health. She has explosives. Now, yeah, obviously I'm not doing that great on her because I'm not good with her, but I've seen enough games of people that play her and that play her well and dominates. Now, I'm not saying like what's the best if you have like 0 hours in the game and what should you start with. I'm just saying this is just like who's when I've seen them and they're dominating, they can't get shut down. You know what I mean? That's what the whole point is. Now, this game, total tank diff, so we're going to try and cut it short because it's not very good and it's very boring because the tank just kept going in by themselves. Which now, yes, normally I don't complain. Like for example, I'm trying to stay with them, you know, but like when you're playing an off angle on tank, you need to be someone that's mobile so you can get back to your healers, right? Now, yeah, I'm gonna say that, and then you're gonna see the tank video and be like, "Well, you didn't do it," and I go, "Well, yeah, I know, because I suck." But that's like, you want to play someone where you can go back to your healers and all that. But this dude was playing Junker Queen and Zarya and flanking with no one having being able to have line of sight on him to heal him. So not great. But back to what I'm talking about. So Echo, all around, just the flying is very strong, and being able to transform into people with extended duration and all the other junk she has is very strong, and being able to choose teammates. So you could have, let's say you have double Orisa ults, right? That's pretty strong, because you can't choose what the other tank is. You can't be like, oh, let me transform into, you know, oh, it would be great if we had two Rhines or whatever, but you have to turn into Winston or something, to be the second tank. So I think with her being able to choose teammates and all her other perks, I think she's at a good spot. And I think she's actually like very well balanced. She's not like overpowered where anybody can pick her up, but the next person is. So that's where we're at. Number one, you love to hate her. Farah, Farah, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. All I know is she's fucking strong in this. She's strong this season. She fucking does not play around. She fucking her flying is very good. She hold on, I need a drink. And this is actually probably my best game all day. Actually, probably maybe even all week. I was I was I was feeling it. You know, I'm feeling it in the moment. Yeah, I'm drinking a big old sip of water. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it while it's here. I don't have many games like this, you know. But also, I don't know if they were just ignoring me or what, because it just felt like no one was trying to hit me, even though I have an Ash. Look at that, dude. I never do this. I never do this. But no, she's at a good spot. Her rockets probably doing the same amount of damage, but with the pull in, like with her perk that makes her RB pull in, that concussive blast now pull or concussive like suck, the zuck, right? It's amazing, like what you're able to pull off and stuff, and you'll actually get to see it in this gameplay. I'm just gonna I'll be here talking about how good she is and how great she is, but like in all reality, she's just very strong right now. Like in that's the thing, right? That's what I was saying. It's weird because I'm like only talking about people that really are when they're played and they're played well, like yes, obviously if there's two hit scans, you're not gonna do too much as far, but if there's not, or even if you're able to play around them, like a good one would be able to play around them and stuff, you're gonna have a crazy time. Like look at that, I hit two rockets and a fist bump, bro. Like I don't play like this, y'all. I do not play like this. So no, she's at a crazy point. Look, I'm saluting everybody. I think it is Farah, so that's my bad. Venture just slaughters me. But um no, it's just a really good spot. I think I don't know, I don't think she'll be nerfed. I think she's just really strong. And if they were to nerf her, I don't even know what they'd do. I mean, like that's the problem with this whole game is that like some of the stuff you can't change now because it's so like not you've already made a second one. There's not much more you can do. You just kind of gotta suck it up and just be like, well, you know, it is what it is. But in probably like diamond and below, you can get away with cheeky stuff like this on Farah, and like it's kind of this game is like just embarrassing for everybody that I'm playing against. I'm sorry, it's just one of those things. Also, I do have fun fact if you're here all the way this far, I do have a rage montage going of Overwatch from the last week. Because I was filming a different video and I was playing ranked and I was not doing too hot and my teammates were not doing too hot and I was tweaking. So we all have that to look forward to, which should be a good time. Um, yeah, I mean, I might just go silent. No, we'll talk a little bit more about Far, and then I'll just go silent, let this play out because it's just this was a really good game for me, which I blast her away, and then I shoot there because I'm used to the rockets being in the same spot. It's like or the pull in. So I've been doing that combo. The sim wasn't like good or nothing. It was just like annoying me because I just now I have to shoot three rockets off. But No, I, and then my buddy Richard was like, he thinks the Echo and Farah are controversial, and I'm like, no, I think he was like maybe Farah is like top five. I don't think she should be one. I think she should be one. Like every time I've played her, and they're not like really good DPS, they're like okay, it's over. It doesn't matter because it's just like she's very strong, and if you're not like, oh hey, we're ready to deal with this, it's just gonna be a game over because there's nothing you can really do about it if you're not, you know, like oh you're gonna play Malga and shoot her out of the sky. Well now you're Malga, and if the enemy team goes Diva, it's over. Because counter swap, like people love to be like counter swapping needs to be done or whatever. It's just really part of the game now. There's like, and she's like the game's just like that, so it's really hard to play without it as of right now. Because like if there's a widow on the enemy team, what are you gonna do? If you're locked in as let's just say I don't know Torbjorn, right? You're like I gotta swap. There's no way I can play around that. Like obviously there is, but you know what I mean. Like to like win your matchup, you gotta like swap to something different usually. And also, I totally thought this should have been play. I mean, yeah, I don't get the kill or whatever, and I'm like, but I was trying to get play, but actually that one was better than what did. So we're just gonna call it there. We're gonna just let the game play out. I'm not gonna talk anymore. And thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Have a good day.